At last, the Wan2.2, which is so easy to use, you just need one file. All right, well, welcome back to Get Going Fast, place we're getting into this excellent hobby AI in a quick and efficient manner in which you might actually learn something, and it is starting to get cold outside, which is actually ain't that bad. That means we can feel a little less bad about spending all this time inside working on our computer. And to be honest, winter is a great time to be working on AI. And we're doing it together too, so and we have got for you today a new workflow here that I don't even know it's new. It's the newest version, just came out. It's called the Rapid All-in-One Mega version, and with this we're going to be able to do image to video, we're going to be able to do text to video, and we're going to be able to do first frame, last frame to video. So starting with a picture, ending with a picture, and having it build everything in between. Very easy to use, very powerful. You can really get some good quality stuff, and it's going to work with our Wan2.2 Loras as well. So if you need more Taylor Swift kissing Ninja Turtles, guys, you found the place to go. So we're going to pop into this. I'm going to pretty much, there's really not a lot of installation that needs to be done, so I'm really just going to kind of show you more how to use this. This is a fantastic piece of work that you guys are really going to enjoy. So I'm excited to give it to you. But before we do that, please do like and subscribe to the channel, It does help so very much. Just going outside, this is the season, you're going to have people like ringing the bells for donations. Go out there and be ringing a metaphoric bell of AI and be like, get going fast, and all that kind of stuff. In the meanwhile, let's get forward with just doing some Wan2.2, huh? I mean, come on. All right, well, let's just pop right into this thing. And the first thing you're going to notice is that when we get this workflow that I'm going to show you where to get, this is actually a very simple workflow. It's going to pop up something like this with these purple nodes in here. These means these are bypass nodes. This is such a simple workflow, which means that all you got to do is type in what you want here, and it's going to actually create it. Okay, you're gonna notice there's not any big things here about needing to install multiple models. You're just gonna have the one over here. So usually we're used to having like all these text encoders and VAEs. This is ready to go. As soon as you just put this in, type it in, you're ready to go. What we're gonna find is if we click on these things over here, and you can highlight them by pressing Control and hitting multiples. Hit Control B, that's going to unbypass those, and all of a sudden you've got a first frame, last frame workflow here. So you're going to put the way it starts, you show the way it ends, and put it here, and it suddenly goes to there. If we're only wanting to use the start frame, we're going to go ahead and just bypass one of them. Again, I did that just by clicking on it and then pressing Control and B. And if we want to go back to, if we want to just do a last frame, we can do it like this. Bypass that one, unbypass that one. Okay, real simple workflow. You're going to notice your width and your height over here. Your number of frames is set at 81. Now I'm going to tell you that you can get longer videos with this, but I have played with it. 81 is pretty much a sweet spot. So we're looking at 4-second videos. But you can play with it. It just breaks down a little bit on the prompt adherence as it goes, but that's going to be the nature of the beast, and we're going to talk about that as a bit. One other thing here, just really quickly, mine here is set to randomize over here on the seed. The seed, of course, is the unique image that you get. So if you keep the same seed, you get the same image all the time. When you first pop it up, this can actually be set to what's called fixed, which means that you'll get the same one over. I've changed it on mine. It's going to on randomize, so we get a different one each time. But guys, this is how simple this workflow is. It is that simple, and you're going to find that it goes quite fast. So I'm going to show you where to get these. First of all, of course, as always, you can go to getgoingfast.pro, and you can find over here the workflow and a model manager. So We're going to notice that there's two models that you're going to be able to get. One is your basic model, and another is going to be your NSFW model, and they both work really good. The bottom line is that I have a model manager here that'll just download it, put them in the folders for you, and give you the workflow that we're looking at just here with the randomized already on there. Simplest way to go. Otherwise, what we're going to end up doing here is going over to this Hugging Face here, and what we're going to be wanting to look for is this Wan2.2 14B rapid all-in-one. Okay, so we can just go ahead and do this. You can do a couple different things. You can try to type in the name of it here, FHROOT Wan2.2 all-in-one. You can see if that works. Sometimes it works really good. It actually, is that it? Yep, that looks like it's actually it. If you're having a hard time finding that, you can also just go over to my website, which is cognibuild.ai. Okay, and just click on the blog button here, and you will see that there's one here, Wan2 14B rapid all-in-one, and you can click that. And there's the there's the link for the full model manager, but here's also the link to the Hugging Face page. So same thing, just click that into there, and look where we're at. Okay, so now when we come here, we're going to go through this because I want to show you a few things about what this is. But you're going to notice when you click on your files and versions, there's a lot of versions of stuff going on. What we're going to be interested in is this Mega 7, okay? But we also have to get the workflow, and it's a little bit confusing. The workflow isn't there. But before we do that, let's go look at what we're actually talking about with this model. So I'm going to click back here. It says model card, and it's going to take us back here. Okay, so let's look here. So these are mixtures of Wan2.2 and other Wan-like models and accelerators. And here's the key: with clip and VAE also included to provide a fast all-in-one solution. That's why when we're looking over here, we don't have to install all these other different things, you know, our Wan VAE, our AE.safe tensors, all this kind of good stuff, because it's baked into the cake, right? So it's all one thing. What is it in that English pie that they put like everything, the meat, the vegetables, everything all into one pie, and that's what they've done here. Excuse me. Now, notice it's also FP8 precision, which is great. Okay, so that means it's going to be good quality FP8 that's able to run on our machines. So notice now he's going to talk about, he's got two different versions here, two different models. The Mega Merge, the one model to rule them all, which pretty much does everything. It can handle text to video, image to video, last frame, first frame to last frame, and last frame only. Okay. And it's going to talk about the workflow here. Then they have an NSFW merge, which is basically the same thing, plus a few, as he puts it, spicy Loras at generally low strength to provide a jack of all trades, master of none, all-in-one despicable solution. So, you know, for all you perverts, this is the one you want, all right? I haven't seen really any difference from working with either of these. Also notice down here, it's going to say that Wan2.2 Loras are available, so you can add Loras to it. I'll show you how to do that before we're done. But I don't want to get into the weeds here, but when you're running Wan2.2, one of the things that's been complicated is you have what are called high noise and low noise parts of Loras, and you have to have them both. This one, without worrying too much about it, just know that if you have your Loras there and one says low noise, that's the one you're going to want, okay? And this is going to run easy. So, what do we do? Okay, I'm glad you asked. It mentions down here that we got to get the workflow. Now, it mentions down in here that the workflow is going to be found in this version 3 folder. So, actually, what we're going to do is we're just going to go up here, click on this Mega V3. And this is actually what we want here, is this rapid AIO mega.json, okay? So this is our workflow. So you just need to click this, and you need to download it somewhere onto your computer. Now, I always suggest when you're doing your stuff like this, you should have a folder like this. So here's my ComfyUI installation. See there? Outside of that, I have a workflows folder, and then I can put all of my different workflows in there, and that just helps you to organize things a little bit better. So that's where I suggest that you put that. Okay. Now, having said that, let's go click here and go back to our files and versions. Now we got it from this V3 thing. Now we want to go over to our V7. All right, and notice we've got our two different models. There's our NSFW one, and there's our non-NSFW one. So they might have a little bit of difference in quality. Obviously, when you're running NSFW stuff, typically he's running a Lora. You're running a Lora with it. So you're like, big boobs, or natural skin, or you can get creative with the kind of Lora that is going to offer. But when they're running these things, it takes up resource to run these things. It's like, this is what the model can do, this is what the Lora can do, and the quality often depends on the Lora. So imagine like in some alternate world where I'm actually wearing nice clothes, right? And I go out and I'm looking, real nice, but then I grab a crappy old fisherman's hat and I throw it on there. It's going to detract from the rest of the clothes that I'm wearing. And likewise, Loras can be like that. So you can have a really good quality model, but then your Lora is not such a good model, and it detracts. So that's probably going to be your main difference here, is just if you want just like a clean whatever image, probably go with your normal one down here. And then obviously if you want pretty girl with who's looking perky, go with your NSFW ones, and it is fully NSFW, so you can play with it. It's good quality stuff, whichever side of the the line you want to go with. So all you got to do, you just got to click this bad boy, okay, and it's going to you're going to save it into your models folder. So here's your ComfyUI. In here you get a folder called models, okay, and then you're going to put it in this one called checkpoint. So you're just going to click into there, and then you're going to save it, okay, and that's really all you have to do, okay. I mean, after that you're done. So let's take a moment here. Let's pop back over, if I can find my browser again. Let's pop back over to the workflow, okay. So all you got to do when you first start, okay, we'll actually load up the one as is just click up here. You're going to notice up here, and click File, Open, okay. It's going to pop up a window, and then you just pop where you saved that file at, okay. Now I want you to notice here, it does a couple things that we're going to have to fix. Like I talked over here, the seed is not randomized, it's fixed. So let's just click on that and change that to randomized. And then over here, your load checkpoint, notice it has the name of the checkpoint there, but it has this word Wan with a backslash, which means that the person that made this thing, what they did is they kept it in a folder called Wan. So we need to click, and then we got to scroll back down and grab it again. Okay, so there you go. There's your Rapid Mega IO version 7, and you're ready to go. Okay, so again, you've got your we're gonna go 81 frames. Let's see if it says frame rate is 16. So how many times does 16 fit into 81? What is that? 16, 32, 64. So it's almost 5 seconds. 64, yeah, so it actually is 5 seconds. All right, and that's how you figure that out. Whatever number of frames divided by the frame rate is what you're going to get. Okay, and you notice your save output is there, so that's good, and it's going to save it. Over here you can see it's going to save it as an MP4. You can change that all about. But so this model does not take very long. If you guys know, sometimes when you do these things, the first version can take like 10 minutes because it's loading so many models. Guys, this loads so fast, okay? okay? I'm a little bit loath to run it while I'm doing my video here, but we can give it a try. It's going to start out with just basic a cat chasing a dog, high quality, sharp details. But I think we'll start with my favorite prompt here of Taylor Swift catching a Ninja Turtle. I don't know, that just cracks me up. I just think that's hilarious. So we'll go ahead and run this. And oh, notice our width and our height is 768. So I will tell you, the first time I ran this, it took like 2 minutes to run off a first load, which is great because usually it's like 4 or 5 minutes. I'm going to drop this down to 480 just by clicking on it, pressing OK. Go to the next one, and that is actually going to take it down to like 50 seconds on my 4090, about 50 seconds. So let's go ahead and run this and let's see how it turns out. Okay, and I took quite a bit of time and just ran a bunch of different stuff here, but let's take a look at what we got here. I ran both the main model and the NSFW model, and they're really basically similar here. So that's so gross. Oh, it's too funny. All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah, basically the same stuff. Okay, I went ahead and tried something a little bit different here for you guys. So that's actually more real. I was trying to get it a little bit more realistic. That's actually pretty good. Not gonna lie, that's not bad. That's probably what it's actually like. So, and then I went ahead and threw in, this is actual image to video. So that was actual image I generated like a year ago or so. The thing is, you got to come up with stuff that amuses you, and that cracks me up. So that's why we keep with the turtle Swift thing. But you can see that actually didn't take that long. If we scroll over here, you see 74 seconds, 72 seconds, 73, 53 seconds, down to 44. The ones that went up a little bit here, I changed the width. You'll notice over here I changed the width to 720. Hey-oh! And so it took, an extra 20 seconds, 30 seconds. I mean, there's a lot of time in the bigger grand scheme of thing. Again, it really just depends on what you're trying to do. Are you trying to just pump out a lot of stuff real fast? If so, then go down 480, 40. Who cares, yo? If you're wanting to get something a little bit more user-friendly on the screen, then pump it up to a 480 by 720. And then if you want to go big, then take it up to high def. You can do that. So okay, I do want to point out I added something here to the workflow, and that is this. It's the Lora Loader. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to add this in. If you are using the Get Going Fast Comfy installation, which is free, I give it out to the community because you guys got to get in the game, right? This is a fantastic. I think so, and I've heard other people say this is the best installer out there for manual. Okay, this is not portable; it's the manual one. You can get it for free here. Okay, it's going to work on any of your stuff, but it's going to come with preloaded nodes. Going to make sure everything's working, and I really believe that it cuts down on your breakage. But anyway, if you've done this, I'm going to show you really quickly how to add a Lora here. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and reopen the workflow. Blap. Okay, now this is our base workflow. This is where we started before. Okay, so remember we went over here. We want to change the control to random so we get a different video every time. Okay, we're going to go down here. We're going to pick our the correct model. Now, watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to move these things kind of out of the way, right? We'll follow. You can see all these lines. We're going to be using those. But I'm going to right-click here. I'm going to go Add Node, and I'm going to go down here to where it says RG3. If you're using my manual, this is going to already be here for you. You're not going to need to worry. You're not going to have to install anything. Now, up here, you're going to find this one down here, I guess. It says Lora Loader stack. Okay, we're going to click it. Now, look at this. You can pump in 1, 2, 3, 4 different Loras, but we have to connect it correctly. So notice our checkpoint here. this model thing is going up here. Let's take that and put it down to the Loras. Then let's take the Lora one and put it up there. So it's like we're taking, essentially what we're doing is like, say you got a hose, and through that hose, water's pouring. We're splicing the water. We're putting another unit in there, and then we're connecting it on each side. So the water's still going to the same place, but it's diverting through another node. Okay, that's what we're doing there. Now, notice there's also one here that says clip. So we got to do the same thing. If you look up here, these clips are going to our positive prompt and our negative prompt. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to take the clip to here, to our Lora Loader. Then we're going to take this one to here and that one to there. Okay, and then notice this one still goes up to where it was before. So once again, what we did was we just took that hose, spliced it, put another thing in there, and then it went out and diverted it through there. Now you can go in here and you can click on any of these and add your Wan2.2 Loras or even your Wan2.1 Loras. And then I would suggest you turn your strength down to about 80%, 70, kind of a thing. Okay, and then you're going to get whatever you want to do there. Okay, so I did update this going back to the Get Going Fast page. If you go there, you'll get the updated one with the Lora already attached to it. But guys, that's pretty much it. Oh, let me show you really quick, first frame, last frame. Again, we already talked about this. I'm going to click on all these. I'm going to hold down with this little finger right here, bang, 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 bang. I'm going to hold down that control button, and I'm going to click each one of them. And then notice they get highlighted. Now I'm going to lift that finger again, then put it back down on the control button and press the B. Hey-oh. And it undid it. So now I could put a first frame. So say the first frame is Taylor Swift and the turtle looking at each other from afar. And then the final frame is them sitting there kissing. It's going to create everything in between there. Okay, it's really easy. All you got to do is upload it, upload your photos, and then you go down to here and you'll type it in, your prompt. And you can use ChatGPT to help you out with your prompt as well. Okay, so simple, so simple, so simple. If you want to just end up with the last frame, then just click this one here and press Control B. Okay, and then you're done. If you want to go back to text to video, grab the ones that aren't bypassed. Oh, see that one? We've got to clear it out. That one's already bypassed. So we'll hold down Control, hit those, and then bypass it. Now you're back to text to video. Okay, so we've got text to video. We've got, oh, hold on a second. We've got image to video. We've got first frame to last frame video. And we have last frame video. So there you go. You've got like, what is that? 4 different things that you can do fantastically with this workflow. So easy to use. Again, if you just want to get going fast, head over to Get Going Fast and you can get it over here. And it'll do all the work for you. It'll install it all in there, get the workflow with the nodes already attached, and you're ready to go. Otherwise, guys, I just walked you through a very simple process of getting into what I think is the best Wan2.2 there is to use. Now, again, my metric is I want quality. I've got one line going, or with this finger, man, this thing's backwards, right? So what do? I got one line going up that's quality. And I got another that's, that's going the speed, or, how long it takes. So in other words, these things converge on typically the longer you take, the better the quality. I want to find that sweet spot where I can get good quality at the least amount of time. Okay. And this does it. There are other things out there that can do Wan2.2 better. I'm sure, but this does it so well. This is my Get Going Fast solution. I'm going to be honest with you. I was getting ready. I have not been using Wan2.2 very much because it's just so complicated. High noise, low noise, takes so long. The first time it loads up, it takes, 10 minutes. It's just so much. I have not been using Wan2.2, and I was moving back to Wan2.1. Okay, this has reinvigorated my desire for 2.2, and you can pump it up as much as you want. You might not care about taking longer. You want the higher quality than I want, and guys, this will handle it for you. So there you have it, Wan2.2, the all-in-one rapid. Hats off to the fellow who made this. Good job to you, and good job to the rest of you guys who are going to enjoy using it. So pop on over to the Discord, share us what you're working on, come hang out with us. We could use your knowledge over there because you know a lot, and we'd all like to glean from what you've learned. So with that said, we're going to end it up here. We will catch you on the other side, yo.